So they discontinued the YPG-235. How dare they? Well, it's been out long enough, so I mean, we all knew it was coming eventually, so it don't change anything for me. You know, I never expected them to give me a part if it broke or to fix it or to do anything. I just figured once you own it long enough or you bought it off Amazon, you break it, So I don't think it changes anything if you already own it. So the one thing I do know is I'm going to stick with Yamaha. I'm going to have some brand loyalty. I liked it. I think it's done well. And, you know, I'll have an idea what to expect out of it. So definitely going to stick with Yamaha. It's been a great keyboard. The YPG-235, I think, was a great keyboard. And I'm saying was like it's going to go away now just because they're not making them anymore. It still is. And if you can still buy one, especially now that it's discontinued, they might be cheaper, do it. It works well. And I never thought Yamaha would fix something for you anyway if it broke. So just because it's discontinued, who cares? And it's so funny with this keyboard. I have to share with you the YouTube comments. I'm not going to bring up on the screen to show screen names. But it really is the perspective of the person playing and what you're going to do with the keyboard. Because the hypocrisy of the comments about the keyboard. I have been chewed out in comments for calling this, when I called it a prosumer keyboard. I even did this too, both times. Prosumer keyboard. I didn't think it was a consumer grade keyboard. I didn't think it was a professional keyboard. I thought it was kind of right in the middle. It pissed off some people. How dare I not say that this is a professional keyboard? This is a professional keyboard. I was chewed out over that with comments on YouTube. However, I've also been told to throw out this toy that I have and get a real keyboard. So I get comments that this is a piece of crap toy. Throw it out, literally. He said, throw out your toy and get a real keyboard. And I've been told that how dare I say this isn't professional. This is a professional keyboard. It's what you make of the keyboard. It really is. If you buy a $60 keyboard and you can make great music with it, good for you. If you go out and think you've got to have the best and spend $1,000 on a keyboard but you don't know how to play, take it for all it's worth. I've created an entire album with this keyboard and I'm in the process of finishing a second album with the YPG-235. It really is what you make of it. You know, whether or not you need something extremely expensive or professional, or you can make do with sort of a middle range that I really truly consider this a middle range keyboard, and it's treated me well. Having said that, if there's something goes wrong, and okay, so it's been about 7 years I've had this. This speaker's every once in a while starts vibrating and making some crackly sounds, so could be having issues. Other than that, that's the only thing that's physically going kind of wrong with the keyboard. But it kind of comes and goes, and once in a while I'll just give it a slap and it'll stop. So, but that could be signs that issues are to come. But having said that, if it eventually dies, then I need to buy another keyboard. When I do get another keyboard, I'm going to stick with Yamaha. I think I owe them some brand loyalty because it's treated me well. I have had really no issues with it, you know, where something was really, really wrong with it. So I'm going to stick with Yamaha. But what would I change, or what would I get? What would I definitely make sure it stays with? Definitely the weighted keys need to stay. Definitely the touch sensitivity needs to stay. Things like that, obviously. I'm not going to lose that. I don't care how good of a deal a keyboard might be online. If it doesn't have that, it's not worth it. What I would definitely look for next time, the ability to loop record, to create drum rhythms. So many times people have posted about that. Can this do that? Can you loop recording? Can you create a drummer? No. And I wish it could. So that would be a definite must for the next keyboard. That if I am creating a drum rhythm and I want it to be able to keep doing, if I create a rhythm and I'm just and it keep going, and then I can add a and it keep going, that would be a great feature to have. Another thing that my next keyboard would definitely have is a larger memory. This sucker, That's where I've run into the biggest problems, is that if I record a full song, a good full song on one of the song recordings, and I use all 5 tracks, maybe even the accompaniment track, all of it, there'll be times where I'm working on that last layer, layer 5, recording it, and it will just stop and say out of memory. That would be upgraded in the next time, because it's just not enough memory in it. So that I would want changed. Higher polyphony. When you build up a song with 5 and maybe more layers and they're full, you do run into every once in a while where it just cuts off a note or something because the polyphony has hit its 32 max. That I would want a little higher. You know, it like I said, the way I use the keyboard is I do a lot of layer by layer recording, and I use the computer a lot, so I don't run into issues with it, but I would like to never run into issues with it. Doesn't happen often, I'd rather it happen never. So that I would like higher. Oh my god, USB port on the darn thing. I want to be able to export and import my music or add songs from like that Yamaha MusicSoft website. Yes, it has a USB-C port, and you connect it to the computer to communicate, but there's no way to export your music. I want that. I want to be able to, put a flash drive and have 9,000 songs there, including my own, exported, imported, whatever I want to do. That feature needs to be in the next one. One thing I don't think I would care about is the key count. People are so serious about it being an 88 key keyboard. I don't care. I'm really not going to play lower than those notes or higher, and if I am, I'll shift the octave to get it lower. So I'll go to function octave, and instead of, I'll go lower, go, or even lower, where it's not even a real piano anymore. So I don't care. If it's 76 keys like this one, I'm good. I haven't run into any issues with that. So it doesn't bother me to have that. MIDI output, no. I don't see that as necessary anymore, really. It's, the flash drive in and out output, that would be great. I'd like to be able to plug in a drive and go. So, yeah, MIDI port is like a take it or leave it. If it has it, whatever. If it doesn't have it, whatever. I don't care. But that's like seriously only things I can think of that would... It really is the larger memory and the ability to connect the USB thumb drive to it to export and import music. That is the only things that really I need to see in the next keyboard I buy. But what else am I missing? What am I not thinking of? Leave something in the comments if you're buying a keyboard and you're like, this is something that I have to have. Write it there, because I'm not thinking of it. But like I said, I'm not replacing it until it is, it needs to get carted off into the trash, because it has died completely. When that happens, then I'll buy something. But yeah, I always knew it was going to be discontinued. But still, if you can get one, I still recommend this keyboard. If you can find one for a decent price, if anybody's still selling it, get it. It's treated me well. Like I said, album done, a second album on the way, all from this thing that some people say is professional and some people say is a toy and I need to throw it in the trash. Whichever. But that's about it for this video. It's just what I definitely need in the next keyboard, and then also asking for ideas of what I should be looking for, because there might be, like I said, it's something probably I'm not thinking of that, oh yeah, that would be awesome to have on this thing, on the next go-around. So that's it for now. I need to come up with more cover songs to do. I can't come up with anything. I'm drawing a blank for like over a month now on what in the world to do a cover song for. But any ideas, leave those suggestions, please, because I'm like, I want to do something, want to do another cover song, upload something, and I'm like, for over a month, no idea. So leave some kind of comment there, an idea, that'd be cool. That's about it. I'm out.